So my probe isn't working properly. We shall do something about it. But what could we do about it? The inductive probe is not working properly, so I have to re-level my bed almost every print again, and it's kinda not the purpose of a probe, so yeah, not ideal. But what if I told you there was a printable variant? Yes, there is, and it's called the Unklicky, if you really want to go all printed, except for the wires and magnets, of course, but except for that, it's all printed. And to be honest, it exceeded my expectations by far, although the way there was more than confusing. So, let's dive right into it. Right off the bat, I didn't get here alone. I had lots of help by the awesome people over at PhysicsTech Discord, where especially Terrence, the kinematic digit, walked me through the very confusing process of printing and assembling. But as always, what was the good, the bad and the ugly? Well, the good was it was quickly calibrated and set up. The bad was very confusing and scattered documentation. And the ugly again was just a truly terrible documentation. I asked Terrence, who built the same probe, what he thinks about the whole process. Where he said, yes, I did the Unklicky, I love it, but you have to assemble it with care. The main thing is when you do the magnets, they have to be perfectly flush. When asked about the documentation, he said it seemed it was put together in haste. The author did not make new documentation for newer models, instead just added notes that the model is different. To the credit of the creator, as Terrence later mentioned, it did get updated in the meantime between us assembling the probe and now. His recommendation is, I recommend once that is done, test the probe that it's working, then recheck that nothing has shifted. Once it was giving me accurate and low deviation scores, I then removed the probe and added cyano glue to it to fix it. If you run bed temps above 100 degrees C, the magnets will not stay, so you have to glue them. And I agree, glue them in place. A problem that I encounter from time to time is that sometimes it doesn't home right and basically just throws the probe onto the bed, which at first was super funny, but gets frustrating real fast. I printed my components in Overture Purple ASA, which not only looks beautiful, but also works beautifully. The wires of the servo motor were pre-crimped with DuPont connectors, which I just snipped off and soldered the previously cut cable from the old probe to, as they were already routed to the base of the printer. In terms of materials I used, 4 6x3mm neodymium magnet, about 5 cm of PTFE tubing, and about 10 M3 by 50 screws I cut to length. The magnets I ordered here, and they were really fast in delivering, and also they give you a coupon if you send in what you used your magnets for, and they find it really cool. I'm actually not quite sure how the software part works. I got lots of help from the Discord, so if you try that mod, I suggest you go to the Discord linked here and in the description and ask there for help. You'll be navigated through all the config in no time. And with that, I wish you a great day and see you in the next one.